Problem with youth basketball these days and just regular youth life development is kids can do an in and out cross, step back 3-pointer, but can't make themselves talk on defense and care about winning in the little things. Why does that matter? Because you have a kid who's going to look, feel, think, act like they're a good basketball player, but basketball 101, actually getting in the game and being good, they're horrible. So the perception is so far from the reality. How can that be good for future life? Just posted a video about it this morning. Just had to talk to a kid about it 10 seconds ago in the gym. It's in high school open gyms. High school coach is telling him, need to work on your ball handling. Don't look very confident. He's saying, yep, I have no confidence in it right now. I just get nervous, yada, yada. The answer is, in these situations, it's not like just go work on your ball handling. Like, the kid is going to look great. You put him in a ball handling drill. This is mental. So us as the coaches, it's more about what can I say to him in a 20-second, 30-second period. Just one thing that's going to strike to get him to look at it differently. You need to work on your thought process, not work on your ball handling. And that's what most people are going to say, go work on your ball handling. It's fine. Most kids can handle the ball just fine. You've been playing for 5, 6, 7, 8 years. Like, you handle the ball fine. It's just your thought process when you get in that game situation with a little bit of stress. We just got into September, but you need to be figuring out your shoe circuit options and situations now. Start communicating with the programs because that's what they're doing. And it's not an emotional thing. It's a practical thing that as far as your Division I basketball dreams, the 17U shoe circuits are the most important piece to that. Again, it's not emotional. That is where the EYBO and all that could go away tomorrow. I don't care. And the coaches don't care either. But right now it's where their attention is. Because it's so important, you need to try to make sure that you have a good situation. So start communication with them, workouts, see if they can come to your games to watch. You need to solidify a spot on the team where you're actually going to get minutes, not just sit on the bench. You need a role on a shoe circuit 17U team if you have this Division I basketball dream. For any young athlete that needs to hear this, that phone and social media, the entertainment stuff, it is never going away. It's only going to keep getting cooler. If you live to be 100, you'll get to keep doing this stuff. But your basketball career, your sports career, there's an expiration date on it. So if you find yourself staying at home on your phone when you know you could be out there working, it's going to end. One day you're just going to be old and you can never do it again. This phone technology, you'll be able to do this forever. To me, just simply coaching basketball and X and O and stuff, that's not unique, man. I think anybody out there who just loves the game and studies the game can tell you what drills to run and what concepts to hit on and what makes things win and lose games. I think a lot of people can do that. The hard thing to do, the most satisfying thing for us is culture, for people to be able to get someone to listen to you, to get kids to believe what you're telling them, to have a narrative, to get people to know you have the best interest. It's that time of the year. I'm getting these questions, so I'll put it out for everybody. These camps and showcases and all these things that are available right now for youth kids under high school. The answer is no. It doesn't matter. You can go, absolutely. You cannot go. It doesn't matter. This has no bearing on your future because most of these kids have dreams to play college basketball, and people use that as a marketing tool to kind of hang things over your head and put spicy language and things to make it seem like this is somehow going to impact your ability to do that. I can 100% promise you no Division I, II, III, NAI, or JUCO coach gives a flying F about what you have done as an 8th grader. Shit, they don't care what you did in high school once you get to their program. For the most part, except for the 1%, none of this stuff matters. Do it if you want to. Don't do it. It doesn't matter. It's just it's all the same. One thing matters: getting better. I don't believe that you should coach your kid because it promotes you having too much hand in their stuff that means a lot to them. Let them sink or swim on their own in a safe space like sports where nothing really is going to happen if you don't play well. You just stink if you stink or you're good if you're good. It's just life character building. The kids who are really going to be that good, they're going to be good with or without you. It doesn't matter who coaches them. In the end, they are going to figure it out themselves. So many kids were in high school worried about playing Division I ball. Well, you really have a better chance if you don't have Division I offers. You have a better chance of just taking that Division II offer or NAIA offer, or JUCO offer, and balling the first year. Yeah, but they'll take you in that situation to a Division I school transferring up rather than you being good in high school. I mean, that's the fact. So you don't have to be so falling in love with playing D1. And if you really do want to do it that bad, go D2 first and kill it. A lot of kids have skill. Not a lot of kids have game. We have a top 40 kid in the country. I could literally grab a 20-year-old kid who played soccer and just send him a schedule of stuff to do with him to put that kid through a workout, and he could do it. We don't need all of these skill clinics and skill camps and skill this and skill that. These kids have so much skill, and they can figure it out on their own. It's a different world now. Like I said, you could throw anybody in the gym with a top 40 kid in the country and put them through a fucking workout. Anybody could do that. We need teachers of the game. We need coaches. Kids got to learn how to play the game. Have some feel, some IQ, some understanding, some confidence, care to win. This is what we need. There's a big difference between loving the game and loving the idea of it. Loving the game means you do everything that you have to do because you know you have to do it. You love doing it, regardless. Your mood, your facial expression, your body language doesn't change when you go from running on the field to scrimmaging 3-on-3. Nothing changes. It's all the same because it's all to reach the same goal. Those are the unique kids. Those are the kids who get the most out of themselves. Almost every kid, almost everybody thinks that they are better than they are. It's a flaw that we have, and that can do a lot of things. It can make you not grab information that you need. It can make you lose out on opportunities. Everybody thinks they're better than they are. There's very few kids out there who really understand. Most of us are immature and don't get it. So when you have an opportunity to learn, to do something, whatever, appreciate it. Basketball is not going backwards. Everybody who's old, you know, you want the game. You wish this happened. You wish kids went outside. You wish they did this. You wish they didn't need trainers. You wish they didn't. AAU was all for elite. That shit's never happening again. Things only move forward. I wish they'd stop traveling in the NBA, but that shit's never happening. I wish they'd stop jumping teams, but it's never fucking happening. It's only going forward. It's only going more. Your favorite rapper's not coming back to make the old sound that he used to have. So either stop listening or... You like to think that in an ideal world you can have kids just play pickup basketball, go to the park and play, and they'll pick up these natural feels of the game. But in reality, the majority of kids can't do that. They don't have the natural, physical, or mental ability, nor the discipline. You put even high school players, you have them play pickup, it's going to be horrible basketball. They're going to take too many dribbles, shoot awful shots, not play defense, not do the things that actually makes you a good basketball player in a real game. And a great example of this is when you or your kids get in an AAU game and they're not really running plays and haven't practiced much in those situations, and your kids sink. They don't swim. Why? Because they need structure. They need things implemented constantly to try to nick away at giving them some feel, giving them some confidence, giving them understanding of just spacing and where to be on the floor. You know, you can't just throw kids out there. Go throw middle school kids out there and let them play pickup. Watch how awful it is. Be the uncool kid. You need to be the kid going extremely hard, doing everything in your power to get better, listening, being respect. Like, you need to be the uncool kid in the gym. The cool kids in the gym, you know what happens to them as time goes along? They're usually pretty good players, popular players, but they're professional bullshitters. They're never going all out. They're never going as hard as they can. They're always thinking that they're better than they are. They're always half listening. And as time goes along and they get older, let's say end of sophomore year, beginning of junior, flake out. I feel bad because I get these calls every year from parents, and they use these type of words like, I'm stressed out. I don't know what to do. I'm getting called from so many people. I'm getting pulled in different directions. I hear this every year, and you're stressing about absolutely nothing. About a 11, 12-year-old, what teams are playing for. Play for them if you want. Doesn't matter. Go to the showcase if you want. It doesn't matter. It's not that big of a deal. You just got to be good. You're letting people aligning their pockets stress you out. That's all this is. It's like if at Rel Academy, we say, if you don't come here, you're not going to get any better. You won't be any good. That's bullshit. We might be better at it than others. We might make it go faster and things like that. But at the end of the day, if you're a dog and you want this bad enough, it's going to happen. You don't got to deal with anyone. No one can make you do shit. Now, you get into high school, it's a little bit different conversation. It could be a little trickier and other things come in. But other than that, just get better. I've said it time and time again. I would not play for a parent coach. And you got live period is the dopest thing about high school basketball. It's unbelievable. And you got people who are parent coaches. Their kid is a guaranteed surefire Division III player. I don't give a fuck how many times you give them the ball. And He's a Division III player, and you maybe have 1 or 2 Division I or borderline Division II kids on the team, and they're fucking it up because they got their kid doing such and such when he is playing Division III. Now, what's horrible about that is you don't even need to play AAU basketball if you're a Division III kid. You don't even need to play. Division III coaches, it's in their weekly, monthly shit. They're coming to your high school games locally. All right, you don't even need to play, so you're messing up opportunity for other kids who could do something special or have a chance to, and you're messing it up for your kid who's guaranteed to play Division III, and he doesn't even need to be on this platform to play Division III. Nothing wrong with D3 though. The teams are unfair. I want to switch teams. Shut up, man. No, it's unfair that you stink and you don't believe in your damn self. That's unfair to you. You don't work hard enough. You're unfair to your own self. Give me the dumb, deaf, and blind. I believe I can win with them. I don't give a shit. Check the ball up and let's see. We lose, we lose. I'm still talking shit, and that is the mindset that kids need to have. I don't care if you're 6, 7, 8 years old. You want to try to get it as early as you can because that's what's going to give you the edge. The Mr. Cool Act does not work. College coaches don't want to show up and see you being Mr. Cool, jogging and real lackadaisical, the whole shuffle feet look. You guys can't do that. You got to learn how to be uncool. You got to get out of your comfort zone, go over the top, over all and above with effort, with care. That is how you, for one, get the most out of your talent, but impress coaches. Coaches don't care about no cool shit. This isn't high school for them. For every high school kid out there who thinks they're a Division I basketball player, I want you to do something. I want you to Google. I want you to type in IUP men's basketball. I want you to look at their roster, and I want you to look at their height and weight down the whole roster. Height and weight. Then I want you to go to YouTube and type in some of those players' names and type high school highlights and take into account their height and weight when you are watching what they did in high school. Then simply compare yourself to them. And I just look myself, the smallest kid on their roster, he's 6 foot, 180. 6 foot, 180. His name is Jaheim Bethia. Jaheim, I'm sorry if I'm messing your name up, brother. But the kids we deal with, I don't know nobody who could fuck anybody named Jaheim. He's by far, there's only one other kid at 6'1". Everybody else is way bigger than that. And go look at his high school highlights. I think it's so important for kids to understand that you can't believe your own hype, especially in the social media world when you're in athletics. I'll give you an example. You could be ranked top 10 in the country or something like that, and you're really not that. And the only reason you got ranked that way is because there are relationships on the back end that people are profiting off of, and they made money off of making you that rank. So enjoy it, but understand it. That's going to make sure you move accordingly in the future. The biggest dent you will make on your players as a coach is the important mental things, the caring things, the communicative things that you say to them on the side on their own when you pull them aside in a workout or practice or whatever. Like those things where you're trying to dig deep and you're trying to just hit a point within 30 seconds. This is what people don't understand about. You could be with a trainer for 10,000 hours in the gym working on your game. That will not have the same impact as one coach talking to them for 20 seconds and pinpointing something on their own. And that thing is usually not even basketball related. It's usually something that has to do with their mentality, their mindset. It's usually something intangible. And it's about being a communicator and a person who can relate and understand how to talk to certain people about certain things at the right time. So I don't care what you do with a coach in a gym on the court. The most effective coaches are going to speak to you in a certain way that turn a light bulb on and you'll never forget it. And a lot of times that'll change who you are. I feel bad for these youth basketball parents these days because you can get sold anything when you just don't know, because either you don't know because you didn't experience it yourself or you experienced it so long ago that it's changing. You just don't know. You can be sold anything as an ignorant customer. It's no different than going to a car shop. You're like, I don't know anything about this. From what you're saying, sounds like I need it. So you buy it, but they could be selling you anything. That is what this youth basketball market is right now. So I feel bad for parents. The only thing that matters, because you guys want to play college ball, you want it for your kids want it for themselves. The only thing that matters, 9th grade and below, is are you around coaches who can take you from a C+ to a B-? What team you play for, what kids are on the team, what jerseys they got, what sponsorships, none of that matters at all. It matters zero. Every single college coach would back me up on this. So stop getting sold shit. Just, are you getting better? I've been saying for a long time, I hate when those kids have stipulations about getting better, about, working out, practicing, putting in the time. It shouldn't matter. You should do it by any means. Doesn't matter what kids are in the gym. You don't always got to be in the cool crowd. It's about just getting better. Look, all types of different kids at once. You got Division I players down there, all different levels. You either want to work or you don't. It's about character, man. This journey is about you, building yourself. If you feel like you need to be only around other elite kids that go hard and all that, it's a character flaw, man. Just learn how to get them.